position into a win. Eddie G lines up in second place as the engines rev and the race begins. Chris Ilduke is placed in third.
They are in a good place to mount a good challenge come the first corner.
We're seeing Bob Schotten in the fourth spot.
Bob Schotten will be taking no prisoners today.
Our fifth place starter, Wayne Pearson, is poised to make a move towards the front.
A strong grid position, and they'll be expecting a solid result today.
Starting from sixth on the grid is a good position for Chris to launch an attack.
But they can't afford to be complacent. This is race day, after all.
Hugh Jass is lining up seventh.
Lining up in the mid-pack.
In the middle of the pack, we have Nicola Bennett starting from the 8th position on the grid.
We've not seen the best from Nicola Bennett yet.
The 9th starting position belongs to Mike O'Hagan, who will be looking to make up ground early on.
They'll be looking for a clean race.
They're on the move. This ain't just a Sunday drive to Bunnings, mates. Time to find the perfect track and not muck about.
This opening stretch, it's like walking on eggshells. Gotta weave and dodge, all while keeping your foot on the gas.
The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap. Now, isn't that a sight? Nicola Bennett hanging tight at 8. Maybe they're waiting for everyone else to make their move. Smart as a whip, that one. The drivers are jockeying for position. Bob Schotten will be looking to get off to a good start and consolidate their position.
All the drivers will be jostling for the best position time. Some of them may not make it to the second lap in one piece.
Bit of a cruisy start for Chris Ilduke, just filling out the track at Hockenheimring short 2. You know, like a dingo sussing out the lay of the land. The stewards will be hoping that there aren't too many incidents for them to pick over when the dust settles on this one.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this race unfolds.
Hold your breath, folks. These drivers are showing exceptional car control, threading the needle through tight corners. It's a battle for supremacy. Three cars, three different racing strategies. One driver is defending, while the other two are relentlessly attacking. Who will come out on top?
Exactly, Rob. It's like a high-stakes chess match on wheels. These drivers are analyzing every move and trying to anticipate their opponent's next move. It's a true test of their mental acuity.
The action is non-stop as Hugh Jass shadows Bob Schotten through every twist and turn, determined to claim fourth.
The chase between Hugh Jass and Bob Schotten is like a high-speed game of tag only. The stakes are much higher.
This is what separates the best from the rest. These drivers are demonstrating their racecraft, searching for any weakness to exploit. It's a true test of skill.
Absolutely, Rob. The energy in the crowd is electric, and it's no wonder why. These drivers are leaving it all on the track, fighting tooth and nail for victory. It's anyone's guess who will come out on top.
Now, that's what I'm talking about. Hugh Jass is proper nipping at Nicola Bennett's heels. Are they thinking of making a lunge? Only time will tell.
At this rate, Hugh Jass and Nicola Bennett are so close, they could share a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Wayne Pearson wants to close that gap with Hugh Jass.
Rubbing is racing. Let's hope they don't rub it too hard.
Here's some action. Hugh Jass is tailgating Nicola Bennett so close, it's like they're sharing the same set of wheels as they near sub-curve.
This is what separates the good from the great. The ability to stay focused and perform under pressure.
No room for error here. Bob Schotten is breathing down the neck of Wayne Pearson, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move.
A misjudgment by either driver could result in a close encounter of the tire barrier kind, and that's one handshake they'll want to avoid.
It's a thrilling pursuit as Mike is right behind Puppy Dog from Hell, keeping the pressure on for 8th place. Oh, the pressure is on for Mike. Trapped between David Wellish 0.1 seconds away and Puppy Dog from Hell just ahead with a gap of 0.1 seconds, they must defend their position while seeking an opportunity to advance. This is what it's all about, folks. Chris is in hot pursuit of Eddie G, who's just trying to stay ahead.
This is where the mental game comes into play. Who will keep their cool under pressure? Chris or Eddie G? It's anyone's race.
Wayne Pearson wants to get into Chris Duke's slipstream.
I might have said this before, but dog, bone, you know the rest.
Every race has its highs and lows. Today, Wayne Pearson acquaints themselves with a new perspective at 7th. A setback for Wayne Pearson, who has just been passed. Get ready, folks, with Nicola Bennett tailing this close to Eddie G, Sachs curve is about to become a hotspot. It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other.
When I was racing, we had a saying, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Bob Schotten is definitely living on the edge today.
Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. Nicola Bennett is sniffing around Chris like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of first. Fantastic move from Nicola Bennett, who has just gained a position. Chris has the pedal to the metal chasing Nicola Bennett. It's a tense battle for position between Bob Schotten in 5th and Mike O'Hagan in 6th. Bob Schotten is keeping Mike O'Hagan at bay with a gap of 0.3 seconds. Bob Schotten's lagging like a laid-back Sunday Arvo, and Mike's kicked into gear like it's Monday morning rush hour.
As we say down south, Mike's making hay while the sun shines and Bob Schotten's barn's looking a bit empty.
Oh dear, Bob Schotten has dropped down to 9th. Good on ya, Bob Schotten. Trailing so far back, reckon the front pack has already written the eulogy.
Absolutely. Bob Schotten in 9th will need to be patient and carefully work to reduce that gap without overdriving it, as they can't afford to take unnecessary risks and risk an off or damaging their car. Let's see if they have what it takes to get back into the game here.
Hope Chris hasn't got stage fright, because Eddie's booked a front row seat to the show. Whoa there, Chris Duke is sticking to Wayne Pearson like glue. You reckon Wayne Pearson's feeling the pressure? 'Cause I sure would. Chris Duke's giving it a red hot go, but can't seem to muster the pace to keep up with Wayne Pearson. It's like chasing a roo on a motorbike. We got a close battle as Puppy Dog from Hell closes in on O'Hagan.
You can feel the intensity in the air. The slightest mistake could cost either of them the race.
Hold on to your hats. Wayne Pearson is gunning for Bob Schotten. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend?
And it's not just about skill and talent. It's about who has the nerves of steel to handle the pressure and make the right decisions at the right time.
Oh, the pressure is intense. These three drivers are displaying incredible skill and determination. It's like a high-speed chess match out there.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. The proximity of these cars is incredible. The precision and trust these drivers have in each other is truly remarkable.
Mike seems to be putting the pressure on Wayne Pearson.
Did we just witness a gambit?
It seems Mike is recalibrating, now at 8. A great moment for Mike, who has just gained a place and moved up the standings. Wow, Mike is really pushing hard to catch up to Puppy Dog from Hell. There's blood in the water for 4th place. Hey, Puppy Dog from Hell, if Mike O'Hagan gets any closer, you might need to pop the question. The last time I did that, she said, actually I can't tell you because of the court order. You can feel the rumble from here. Chris is in the thick of it, and they're not letting go. It's a battle of wills, and only the strongest will come out on top.
Yeah, it's like the final lap of the Daytona 500. Pedal to the metal, eyes on the prize, and no room for error. This is what racing's all about.
It's a tight race with Bob Schotten in 7th just managing to stay ahead of Wayne Pearson in 8th by a margin of 0.1 seconds.
Yeah, Wayne Pearson is likely going to be sniffing up the inside of Bob Schotten as they come into Mobile 1 curve.
Look at that gap. It's smaller than the difference between Vegemite and Marmite at this point. Chris in second is giving the leader no room to breathe.
Mate, it's so close. I reckon Chris can tell what brand of deodorant the leader's wearing. The next few laps are going to be pure, unadulterated racing magic.
This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory?
If things go wrong between Puppy Dog from Hell and Bob Schotten, they could be exchanging more than just paint, like maybe a strongly worded post-race chat.
Chris is in an exciting position at second. They've been maintaining pace for a few laps now, and with the leader just within a whisper's distance, things are heating up.
Absolutely. I think you would say it's tighter than a kangaroo in a sleeping bag up there. But yeah, every little decision now is crucial. One slip from the leader and our champ in second might just steal that top spot.
Buckle up. Hugh Jass is all over Eddie G like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action?
They say rubbing is racing, but if Hugh Jass gets too close, they might end up trading carbon fiber souvenirs instead of positions.
Mate, Puppy Dog from Hell's right up Wayne Pearson's chuff. As they zip through Mobile 1 curve, we're all expecting some fireworks. The excitement is palpable. This is going to be a race for the ages.
The drivers are executing their strategies to perfection, making the most of every opportunity. This is what top-level racing is all about.
Oh, this is getting intense. Puppy Dog from Hell is just behind Wayne Pearson. Things are getting spicy as Eddie G is breathing down Hugh Jass's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them. Gee whiz, Puppy Dog from Hell is breathing down Wayne Pearson's neck. Wouldn't want to be in Wayne Pearson's rearview mirror right now. It's getting crowded.
The only thing closer than Puppy Dog from Hell to Wayne Pearson right now is the paint on their cars. Talk about a close encounter.
Blimey, Mike is dragging a bit, huh? If they were any slower, they'd be going backwards. Chris is having a field day out there.
Well, butter my biscuit, Mike O'Hagan's taking their sweet time out there. Good thing Chris brought their A game.
In your experience, Hal, what was the most challenging aspect of maintaining concentration during a race?
The most challenging aspect, Rob, was managing the various inputs and distractions during the race, from radio communication with the team to monitoring car performance and race strategy. It's a delicate balancing act that requires immense mental discipline.
The adrenaline is pumping as Wayne Pearson gets within striking distance of Eddie G in their race for sixth. Seems like Wayne Pearson is getting in range of Eddie G. The gap between Mike and Chris is fading faster than the last rays of the outback sun. The intensity is off the charts as Wayne Pearson hounds Eddie G, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit. It seems like Mike is struggling. Their last lap time wasn't as good as Chris's.
Hold the phone. O'Hagan's pace is off. They're like a horse with a hitch in its giddy up, while Chris is riding high.
Oh my, Wayne Pearson is hot on the tail of Eddie G. As they come into Sud Curve, I'm sure they may have a cheeky peek up the inside.
Well, bless my heart. Wayne Pearson is shadowing Eddie G so closely, it's like they're hitched together. Keep an eye on them as they whip through Sudcurve.
Mike's been working the tyre temps, and it's paying off. Grip's better than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Watch out, Chris.
This here's where the steel meets the pavement. Both drivers got to keep their cool if they're looking to take the checkered flag.
You ever wonder, Rob, how much preparation goes into each race weekend? It's not just about the driver, but the hundreds behind the scenes, making every little detail count.
Oh, absolutely. The hours spent in the simulator, the mechanics working overnight on those tweaks. Racing is as much about team spirit and dedication as it is about speed on the track. It's a collective masterpiece.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Puppy Dog from Hell is right on the heels of Eddie G, and we're in for a wild ride. Alright, hold your horses. Puppy Dog from Hell is really putting the heat on Eddie G. If I were Eddie G, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop. It's a close race between Puppy Dog from Hell and Eddie G in 7th.
If this battle ends in tears, it could be like watching a high-speed domino effect, but let's hope they keep it clean and avoid any unplanned games.
Chris is in 2nd and is being closely chased by Mike, who is just 0.1 seconds behind.
It's an intense race between these two drivers, and Mike is going to have to try something here.
A brilliant maneuver from Mike, who has just moved up the field.
I tell y'all, Mike O'Hagan's hotter than a peppered pickle right now. Bold and spicy, claiming 2nd like a champ.
Crikey, Mike O'Hagan's moving up faster than a cold one disappears on a hot day. They've clinched 1st. Reminds me of two wombats fighting for the best burrow. Close, intense, and unpredictable.
Oh, this is gripping. With every lap, Mike's drawing closer to that lead spot. They're both battling tire to tire.
If I were the leader, I'd be checking my mirrors every blink of an eye. It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. They're going side by side, door handle to door handle. This is as close as it gets, folks. Who will have the courage to outbrake the others? It's a steady race for Nick Bennett so far. They haven't made any mistakes, and they are maintaining their focus. This is what high-octane racing looks like. Puppy Dog from Hell is breathing down the neck of Eddie G, not giving him any room to relax.
You know what they say, keep your friends close, and your racing rivals even closer. Looks like Puppy Dog from Hell is taking that advice to heart today.
Looks like Chris is legging it from Nick Bennett. The gap's growing like a well-watered wattle as they zoom through Sachs Curve. You know, Hal, during a long race like this, how easy is it for a driver to experience a lapse in concentration?
It can be quite easy, Rob. With so many factors to consider and the intense focus required, even the most experienced drivers can have a momentary lapse. That's why mental training and staying in the zone are so important.
The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this. It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while.
That's right, Puppy Dog from Hell is determined to pass Eddie G and secure a higher position.
The gap between Puppy Dog from Hell and Eddie G is growing. It's now up to 1.2 seconds. Hey, Hal, you've had your fair share of races with little action. How did you handle the situation back? Breaking update, Puppy Dog from Hell just blitzed past Eddie G like they were standing still. It's an intense battle for position as Wayne Pearson tries to outmaneuver Bob Shodden. This is edge of your seat racing. Now isn't this a show? Hugh Jass has gotten the bit between their teeth, and they're reeling in Nick Bennett. Look at him weave and bob through Mobile 1 curve, folks.
As an experienced driver, I can tell you that Hugh Jass must be laser focused on Nicola Bennett's every move, looking for the slightest weakness to exploit.
I tell you what, Hugh Jass has got more problems than a maths book right now. Nicola Bennett is leaving them in a cloud of dust. With all these modern racing aids, I sometimes wonder, would the legends of the past, the real trailblazers of the sport, have had it easier or tougher today?
That's a debate for the ages, Rob. The tracks might have evolved, the cars definitely have, but the heart of racing? That's eternal.
The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown? This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
Can they close up enough for a pass? I don't see it personally.
Remember when we thought Hugh Jass had peaked? Think again. They're harnessing every bit of downforce and it's making Nicola Bennett's mirrors awfully busy.
I reckon Hugh Jass is dialed in their camber settings. They're getting a much better contact patch on the tires, gaining on Nicola Bennett with every twist and turn.
It's like Mike has saved all their energy for this final stretch. And that, folks, is how it's done. A solid performance and great win from Mike. Chris never gave up. They drove with heart and determination, ultimately securing a well-deserved second-place finish.
Intense race, but Chris held their nerve and earned a great second place.
What a race from Nicola Bennett, showing their skill and determination for a great third-place finish.
Fantastic result.
Hugh Jass, Wayne Pearson, Bob Shotton, and Puppy Dog from Hell in 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th.